As we all know, we present ourselves differently, depending on the situation. With our family, friends, and church and society, with a stranger, and even in online world. We have different aspects to our personality, as well as different ways of thinking, how our mind works, what motivates us, and how other influence and shape us. All of these factors contribute to how we understand ourselves. Through this reflection, I want you to know the different phases of who I am, how the world affects who I am, how others influence me, and how I present myself to them. We always have that question lingering in our minds. What is the meaning of our life? Just like anyone else, I also ask myself, what gives meaning or purpose to my life? As I continue living and experiencing this world, I began to figure it out. For me, the meaning of my life is not just about providing a better life for my family, nor is it about pleasing others or living according to their expectation. It is bigger than that. It is about finding your true meaning and discovering your true self. I have always believed that our environment shapes us. Our environment contributes greatly to building our character. Honestly, I am easily influenced by others. I always prioritize what is good for them over what is good for me. Looking back, I realized that this is actually not a good habit. We should not let others influence us so easily. We should always think carefully and reflect many times whether the people around us are good or bad influence on us. Just like our environment, our culture also plays a part in shaping our identity. However, regarding influence, I believe that is not all practices are good for everyone. We do not have to accept everything just because we say it is part of our culture, so we must accept it. Not all traditions are good to us. Sometimes we have to eliminate beliefs or practices that are harmful. As I mentioned, the emotions and opinions of other people affect me. In the past, I was very conscious of what others thought about me, to the point where I neglected my own emotions. We all have silent battles that we face. Just like everyone else, I have also faced my own challenges. But if there is one thing that I have learned, it is to prioritize my own emotion. I developed myself through reading, which helped me learn how to have a broader perspective, organize my thought, create my own motivation. We do not need others to save us, because the only person who can truly save us is ourselves. I am not actually a materialistic person. In life, not everything given to us is what we truly want. Although yes, we must remain grateful. However, do we need to accept things even we do not want them? Materials things coming from other people do not shape me. Instead, the material things I acquired for myself influence my identity. Because I am the only one who truly knows what I really want. I am not very active or interactive in the online world. Even though technology has a huge impact on our lives, when I do use the internet, I present myself very carefully. In the past, I tried engaging in the online world and playing online games, where I began communicating with a stranger and interacting with different types of people. Based on my experience, I want to remind everyone that although technology is a great help to us, we should never forget the possible consequence of using it too much. Being part of this country gives us responsibilities that we need to fulfill. What is happening in our country right now affect my view towards our government and influence my responsibility as a citizen. However, even though the situation right now may seem bad, we should not lose hope. We still have to do our part, fulfill our duties, keep moving forward, and do everything within our power for the sake of our future generations. Taking care of our body is not only about eating healthy food or getting 8 hours of sleep. It is much more than that. I strongly believe that our body is the temple of God. We must treat and take care of our body as something sacred. This body is merely borrowed from God, and one day it will fade away. Therefore, I take care of my body not just for myself, but because I acknowledge that this body does not truly belong to me. The real owner of my body is God. I have always believed in God and trusted Him. I have a life verse that guides my whole life. God is my tour guide in this journey. My church family also strengthens and motivates me. I believe in God's will, and I believe that everything holds no true meaning without God. His plans are always better than my plans. There are many ways to define ourselves, and we are influenced by many things around us. However, the most important lesson I have learned in my life is this. It is not about how others influence you, but about how you let them influence you. We actually have a choice in how much others affect us. We can choose not to let them affect us at all. This applies to tradition, beliefs, or practices that do not contribute good things to our character. It applies to the emotion of others. We do not have the responsibility to please everyone. We cannot always say that our character was made by others. In the end, we choose who we want to become.